Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Notre Dame All-American Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14 College Football Revamped. That is right. We are back, and we have probably one of our biggest games of the season, not including the two big games at the beginning of the year against the Buckeyes and against Texas, the two games that we unfortunately lost this season. But we are going up against our hated rival, one of the military branches of the world, of America. We're going up against Navy. They're 6-1. This is a historic rivalry against two teams that hate each other very, very much. Can we take on the armed services and beat them? We've beaten them in the past, but this is a different team. We've lost two games. Is the moment too big for us? We've lost our two biggest primetime games against Texas and against Ohio State. So maybe the moment is too big for us. I don't know. We are in the shadow of touchdown Jesus, which makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. But Navy, those military teams, they always have weird offenses. You never know what's gonna happen when you play a military team like Navy or Air Force or Army. So you never know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be very interesting. I'm kind of scared, but then again, I'm confident that our team is just more talented at the end of the day. So I think we can win. We'll have to go and find out. If you guys are excited, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get to it. So here we are, like I said, we are in week number 10. The season is coming to a close pretty soon. We still got like 4, 5, maybe 6 games in total, but it's coming to a close pretty quick, the third season here. And we are taking on 6-1 Navy, who are unranked, but that's just because they're Navy. And we would probably be unranked at 6-2 if we weren't Notre Dame. But we are ranked number 5 in the country. If we take a look at the Heisman watch right now, Todd Gurley is still chasing Brett Hundley, and I have a feeling, I fear that Todd Gurley will chase Brett Hundley the entire season and won't be able to catch him and pass him. That is my fear. One more thing to add, Navy's quarterback, Keenan Reynolds, is in the Heisman race. So this is a battle of two Heisman favorites. The quarterback, Keenan Reynolds, versus the running back, Todd Gurley. Who is going to get the advantage here? Whoever loses is probably going to be, well, in our case, probably not drop out of the Heisman race, but just fall pretty far. But, I mean, he's already on the decline. If he loses this game and looks bad, Keenan Reynolds is booted. He's booted from the Heisman race. So this is a very, very important game for both teams. Wow, I did not realize that Keenan Reynolds was in the Heisman race, but he is. Navy's quarterback versus Notre Dame's running back. Who is going to get the edge in the Heisman race? Let's go and find out right now. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's go play Notre Dame versus Navy.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Both of these defenses make highlight reels all the time because they will flat knock the taste out of your mouth. But perhaps even more impressive, this is not just a group that only delivers big hits. Both groups extremely well-rounded from the front all the way to the secondary. Tough to find a weakness on either side on defense. Thanks for joining us here on the NCAA College Football pregame show. Now let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for all the action. We'll see you at the half.
This game is taking place here in South Bend, Indiana, at the Notre Dame Stadium. Before we head down to the field for the coin toss, we'd like to remind you this game is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. We'll see how this game plays out.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for some Notre Dame football against the midshipmen of Navy. Can we beat them? I sure hope so. I sure hope this isn't our third loss of the day. But they do have a Heisman finalist, not finalist, but a Heisman contender in Keenan Reynolds. We will see what they got up their sleeves. I don't know. They are going to be running the football very heavily today. Navy's offense leads the country in rushing touchdowns, I think, and in just rushing in general. So they are a very run-heavy team, which is no surprise because those military offenses always have some sort of wrinkle like that. And there's Keenan Reynolds showing you why he is a Heisman contender so far. He breaks the tackle of Landon Collins, still going on his feet. And Keenan Reynolds explodes for a 28-yard run. Okay. Okay. Keenan Reynolds off to the races on the second play of the game, breaking tackle after tackle. And that's going to be, oh, I thought that was going to be picked up. Oh my God, I destroyed that kid. Ruben Carson got destroyed. I thought I was going to pick that off, but they're not going to pass the ball very much. And when they do, it's going to be those simple, just like little quick checkdowns or little like play action throws. It's just stuff like that. It's not going to be very many deep throws, and it's going to work again. Keenan Reynolds is going to have blockers in front of him, and Navy will go on the board first. A 33-yard run coming after the 28-yard run that he had earlier in the game, or in the drive. And Navy takes an early touchdown lead over Notre Dame. Wow, they just came in and punched us in the mouth right away. How will we react? Will we come back and fight? I don't know. That was pretty tough. I could not stop them one bit. Keenan Reynolds, I mean, that play action where he keeps the ball and runs to the right is so hard to stop because they have Carson out there blocking. So, I mean, it's just, it adds that, like, it's so hard to tackle him, obviously. And he obviously broke those tackles on the first try. We're going to have to see what we can do. And Keenan Reynolds has already proven that he's a stud. He is an absolute stud. So, we're going to have to prove that we have a stud in the backfield as well. And his name is Todd Gurley. As he gets 3 yards. Not as impressive as Keenan Reynolds' runs. But he got some good runs there, or good yards. We'll go read option here. Read option worked really well last episode. We'll see if it can work against Navy. And it will work at least a little bit here as Mariota will get up to the 29 and he'll have 3rd and 4 now. The thing that we cannot do is have a 3 and out or punt the football or turn it over on downs or anything. We have to score on this one to keep up with what Navy can produce. Or throw an interception to the corner. I had an open man circle. I think that might have been Mike Evans. I don't know who it was. He was open. I saw that. I did. Trust me, I did see that. But I just thought that I could lead the pass a little bit more for Michael Thomas, who was the open man that I threw to. And yes, he was open. Michael Thomas was open, but unfortunately the corner, I guess he undercut the route. I don't know. But we are now down 7-0 with Navy having huge momentum. And I cannot stop Keenan Reynolds. He couldn't get tackled there. Luckily, he got stuck in by the blocking of the receiver that he had, and then of whoever we tackled him with. I think that might have been, who was that? Who tackled him? It might have been Trey Waynes who got him. If he wouldn't have gotten stuck there, he would have scored a touchdown. No doubt about that. And that's going to be a touchdown again, but I think I was offsides. I can see why Keenan Reynolds is leading or is in the Heisman race. I can definitely see that. We have to make some adjustments. We have to make some adjustments here, or it's going to get ugly real quick. He's already got 69 yards, nice, and he's got 2 touchdowns on the ground. We can just forget about the passing game. We have to make adjustments to commit heavy to the run, or we are going to get smoked. We're going to get blown out in our own building, so we cannot allow that. The corner that picked us off is also hurt with back spasms. He's going to be coming back, but still, he got hurt, I'm assuming, on the return that he made. Trey Waynes had a little bit of space, but not enough speed to get past anybody. Touchdown Jesus would be very disappointed in us right now. That's very unfortunate that I threw that interception there. I did not think that he was going to be able to get that. He did. And if I throw that there, that's Dalton Schultz for a first down. And we move the football a little bit. If we can just, like, we should be more talented than Navy. We should have the better athletes. We should just be able to be more athletic than them. We should be able to outplay them if everything goes right. It's just a matter of trying to get everything to go right, and especially when we can't get more than 3 yards on a carry with Todd Gurley. Our Heisman contender can't seem to get off the schneid. 2nd down and 7. I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm going back to the run. Cut it outside a little bit. Gurley, fight for extra yards. He gets to a 3rd and 2 situation. 3 carries, 11 yards. Do I run the football again with Todd? Ooh, read option might be a better option. Read option might be a better option. Read option might be a better play. He's going to go for Todd, which is perfect. That gives Marcus Mariota a chance to get the first down, and he does, and more. Okay, we're actually playing like we should have played on the first drive. This is good. This is exactly the kind of plays that we need to have so that we can get this ball into the end zone and score a touchdown and get this lead back to just 7, or deficit down to 7. Unfortunately, Navy's run defense is as good as their run offense. They are stopping us. This could be an ugly day for Todd Gurley. I don't want this to have to be the Marcus Mariota show because I don't believe Marcus Mariota can control the game like I want him to. But it might have to be the Marcus Mariota show if we can't do anything other than pass the football. And that's going to be Mike Evans. The little curl route works to perfection there. And Mike Evans catches the pass for 17 yards. That could have been a very ugly play. That could have been very easily an interception again. Luckily, Evans has the bigger, stronger hands. He was able to hold on to the pass. Mariota breaks 1 tackle. Marcus Mariota down the field, and Mariota will take it into the end zone. He broke 1 tackle, and that's all he needed. Marcus Mariota. Maybe this is the Mariota show. I don't know. I hope it is. Marcus Mariota. Breaking the tackle, getting behind the blocking, and then breaks 1 tackle, and that's all he needed. And he's off to the races. Thank you, Marcus. And with 1 minute and 2 seconds to go in the first quarter, we are down by 7. Now we have to focus full force on the run defense. This is all they're going to do. So we have to focus on the run defense. We're already done, like, it's not, we've already lost 2 games, so we're not going to be in the national championship game. That's just a guaranteed. But I mean, I want to get in like a good New Year's Eve bowl. That would be, or a New Year's Day bowl is what I mean. I'd like to be in that. Maybe like the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, or I don't know, we don't think we can be in the Rose Bowl, but I just want to be in something good. All right, so adjustments. We have to QB contain, aggressive, option defense, balanced, zone coverage. We got to be aggressive. And then big hits are just going to be balanced. Okay. Hopefully these adjustments focus on the quarterback, Keenan Reynolds. They have been dominating us in the run game. We cannot allow that anymore. Stop him. Tackle him. Forget about the pass. We don't have to worry about the pass. All we have to do is worry about the run. If they beat us throwing the ball, then kudos to them. They deserve to win the game. But if they're going to beat us, they're going to beat us running the football. That's how they're going to do it. They're not going to beat us throwing the football. Oh, I should have had a stop there. Oh, that was a good tackle stopping the first down. I should have had a tackle there with Joey Bosa, but I overran the angle. And it is 3rd and 1 with 30 seconds to go in the quarter. If I could get a blitz off really quickly, that would be awesome. Bring Ben Boulware in. They're going to pitch it. Perry, Jalen Smith. He was down. 4th and inches. 4th and inches. Jalen Smith, the All-American. Big time. And we forced the punt. A 3 and out for Navy. Wow. Jalen Smith forces the tackle. That was as close as it's going to get. Absolutely insane. And Trey Waynes will end the quarter with the punt return, 3-yard gain. Should have just fair caught it, really. But hey, that's huge. That's absolutely huge. We made the adjustments and it actually worked. We made the adjustment and it actually worked. Now we just continue to play our brand of football. We just keep pounding them through the air. And it'll end up going our way. We're going to try and gas them here. We're going to try and pull out all their stamina so they're not ever able to keep the starters on the field. They got to just keep subbing them in and out. Hopefully that'll work here. 2nd and inches. Gurley broke one tackle, but he tried to do a spin move and it didn't work. He got slowed down and tackled. 3rd and 3 now for Mariota in the offense. We have to capitalize. We cannot allow this team to turn the ball over for us. It's 3rd and 3. Play action. Mariota's going to take off and run just to guarantee the first down. I don't care. I don't care how it happens as long as it happens. The Leprechaun's excited. And we are ready to go for a new set of downs. And we're going to continue to pound the ball with Todd Gurley. They've got this big tackle in the middle of the line, and I don't like it because he's made some pretty decent plays. But he's going to get beat right here. Actually, he's going to end up making the tackle, actually, which is a little bit shocking, but I thought I'd be a little bit farther past him. Oh, and I don't know if I've mentioned this. Navy is wearing their 175th anniversary uniforms in today's game. I just thought they looked pretty cool. So that's what they're wearing. And Gurley up the middle of the field. He gets some open space. Todd Gurley. Big time carry. Absolutely massive. 8 carries, 47 yards. That was huge. That was really, really big. They've only got 2 first downs, Navy does, and that's just because their second possession, they started in the red zone because of that interception. And that's going to be Mariota. He's got some more space, but wrapped up by the defensive lineman. Oh, I thought I had the little bit of a lane to get through. Unfortunately, it was denied. And we have to, we have 3 recruits actually here at the game, and they're all offensive linemen. And our goal is to rush for over 250 yards. I think that's going to be doable, especially if we get both Gurley and Mariota going. And Gurley's already got 53. I mean, Mariota's got 60 plus, so we're already on track to do that. You saw earlier, we just got over 100 yards rushing as a team, so we're already doing pretty well in that case. But we have to put this in with Gurley. Can he do it? Yes, he can! Todd Gurley ties the game. Well, he gets the touchdown to potentially tie the game. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Todd. That was a massive 3 and out for Navy there. Our defense did amazing, and we forced the 3 and out. Will Lutz, the senior, will come out to put us level with Navy. He does, and just like that, their 2 touchdown lead is evaporated quickly. Notre Dame came to play against the midshipmen. And now that we made those adjustments, we'll see if it was just a 1-drive fluke or if it's actually going to be the case for the rest of this game. We will see. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the half. We declined the coin toss, so we get the ball to start the second half, and that's going to be a keeper for Keenan Reynolds. He'll get 4 yards, 2nd down and 6. So if we could stop them here, score to end the half, and then get the ball back to start the second half, oh, baby, could we turn the tides? Could we turn the tides? That's the goal. It's going to be a keeper. No, he's going to pitch it, and that's going to be stopped. Oh, I thought we stopped Carson before he got the first down. Unfortunately, no, he does get the first down. That was a good pitch by Keenan Reynolds there. It's so hard to play against this play action stuff. And I thought I had him there. He's going to pitch it again to Carson. Carson will get tackled, and they're actually starting to make some differences here. They are actually starting to make some progress. I don't like it one bit. I really don't. I think I'm going to have to lay off with Reggie Ragland here. Oh, it's going to be a quick throw. Kavari Russell couldn't bring him down. That ball's out. Marcus Peters has it. Did Ben Boulware force that? I think Ben Boulware forced that fumble. Wow. Absolutely massive. Oh, my controller disconnected? Oops. Wow. That was absolutely insane. I didn't think that was going to happen. Ben Boulware. They were actually moving the football. I had a feeling they were going to score. But Ben Boulware pops it out. If I can make a man miss, I couldn't make a man miss. He gets 4 yards. That's all right, I guess. That is all right. We didn't need crazy amounts of yards there. He's already got 68 with a touchdown. And we just got to try and take this clock down and get points on the board. If we can get points on the board, that's going to be massive. Gurley's still fighting. He's still on his feet. Todd Gurley's continuing. Todd Gurley. I couldn't even see what was going on. There were so many bodies in the way. But Todd Gurley just bulldozes his way forward. I don't even really know what happened there. He just kept breaking tackle after tackle and just kept staying on his feet. Insane running performance from Todd Gurley today. He's got to keep up with Keenan Reynolds. And I think he's got a good shot at doing it if he can score another touchdown here, because Keenan's got 2, so Gurley needs to have 2. And we are now under 2 minutes in the half before we go to the halftime locker room. Second down and 3. Mariota and Gurley in the backfield together. There's the handoff. It's Gurley. He fights through and gets the first down. Big. Big, big, big. That's 91 yards for Gurley. I think it's time for a read option. They've been thinking that we're just going to keep handing it off to Gurley. I don't think they'll expect Mariota to keep it. I would assume they would bite heavily on Gurley. They do. They bite pretty heavily on Gurley, but unfortunately they had a player that was playing a little bit of a quarterback keeper, not quarterback keeper, but a little bit of a spy, I should say, and he was ready to go for the read option. So they had some backup there. Second down and 8. Give this to Gurley again, and he's going to get up the middle of the line, and Todd Gurley will take it down into the 5. 15 yards, and that's over 106 for Todd Gurley. He wants that Heisman. He was denied the Heisman. He was stolen from. That Heisman was stolen from him by Brett Hundley last season, and he wants his payback. He wants his revenge. He wants his Heisman that he should have had last year. He really should have had it last year. I can't believe that Hundley came out of nowhere and stole it from him. They gave it to him. Whatever, it is what it is. But Gurley will fall into the end zone. He gets his second touchdown, and with 50 seconds left, the way that Navy runs their plays on offense, I don't know if they'll have enough time. They have all 3 of their timeouts. But we do add a touchdown, and we take our first lead of the game. We've been fighting hard in this game. We really have. We have been going back and forth. It's been a grinded out kind of ugly game in terms of just run the ball. It's been ground and pound, everything. We've passed the ball a little bit, only like 3 or 4 times, I think. But we really haven't needed to. This is all about the run game. If they want to run the football, we can play their game. We can do anything. We're very adaptable. We can play the passing game if we need to. We can also play the run game. Although we got very lucky with that forced fumble from Ben Boulware. I will say that. We got super lucky there. And they are actually going to be forced to throw this ball, but Keenan Reynolds is going to just take off and run anyway. And they used their first of 3 timeouts. That took them 5 seconds. Okay, so if they're going to do that, then we're going to have to play a little bit back. We'll make our adjustments. We'll have zone coverage balanced. We'll have QB contain for conservative, if they're going to do that. We can make our adjustments. If they're going to try and pass it and then just have him scramble, that could be a possibility. There comes a play. If we can get a sack on him, that would be awesome. They're going to pass it out to Swain. He's going to get brought down. That took 5 more seconds. He's a buff dude. Look at that man. He does not miss a day in the gym, that is for sure. It is 2nd down and 7. They have 1 timeout remaining. They got to be careful here. Bosa. Oh my God, what a throw, but Tillman dropped it. What a throw from Keenan Reynolds. That was a beautiful throw. It was perfect. And Tillman on the diving play dropped the ball. Wow. Unbelievable. That would have been massive. They would have been in scoring position for sure. And yet Tillman dropped it. They're going to run the football with Carson. Fitzpatrick couldn't bring him down. And they get the first down. Wow. Unbelievable. The broken tackle screwed us there. Absolutely screwed us. They saved their timeout. They're going to run with Keenan Reynolds. He's going to get a play and slide down. He doesn't get the first down, so the clock will continue to move. It's 2nd down and inches. They are maybe in field goal range. I don't know how good their kicker is. The clock is running. Keenan Reynolds is going to go again. He's going to get a ton of yards. Keenan Reynolds. They don't use their timeout. The clock will stop until everybody's set. They're going to go no huddle. 110 yards for Keenan on the ground is absolutely insane. There goes the clock. They have 1 more play probably. Bosa with a sack. Joey Bosa. And they're not going to, okay, I was going to say they're not going to use their timeout. They do. Joey Bosa with a huge sack. It's a field goal attempt, but you know what college kickers do. They miss. This is a deep field goal. Does he have the leg? It's up. It's got the angle. And it's got the distance. It's good. Navy ends up getting a field goal out of it. Man, that's unfortunate. That 3rd down and 7 where Carson broke that initial tackle from Fitzpatrick is just absolutely unreal that he did that. That would have been a 4th down opportunity and they would have punted the football back to us probably. And instead they score 3 points. We've got 2 seconds left to go in the half. We'll just run this ball with Todd Gurley just to try and pad his stats a little bit. Get extra yards that we otherwise wouldn't have gotten. And we do. 13 extra yards that we wouldn't have gotten. And now we get the ball to start the second half. This game has been insane. What a wild one, and I'm expecting the second half to be just as wild. All right, we're going to start this game, or this half off with a read option play. And they're going to read Mariota, so we will give it to Todd Gurley. And luckily, Todd Gurley's a stud. He'll get 7 yards on the carry. Man, it's going to be really weird next season when Todd isn't here, when he goes to the NFL. Because he's a senior, Mariota's a senior. We're going to be it's going to be a really new team. We're going to have a lot of new faces. A new quarterback. Derrick Henry will be the running back officially. It's going to be really weird next season. But we got to focus on this season right now. We're not done with this year. Bradshaw makes a good play, and Gurley loses a couple yards there. He did actually slip the tackle initially, but got tackled by somebody else. 3rd and 4, we are going to be throwing the football unless I just scramble with Mariota. That's also a possibility, which is probably what I will do. I have an open man there. It's going to be Michael Thomas. Mike Evans was also open. I was thinking it, but you never know with Mariota's arm strength throwing on the run. He's not very accurate. Luckily, Michael Thomas is able to get that ball. We haven't had to throw the ball often here. Only 3 completed out of 4 with an interception, the only incomplete pass of the day. But it is what it is, especially if Todd Gurley is running like he's running. 140 yards on 20 carries. He's having himself a day. He is having himself a day. And 181 total yards. Most of that is Keenan Reynolds for Navy. That is mostly Keenan Reynolds' yards. And we have a lot of yards with Todd Gurley. We have 149. So we have, with solely Todd Gurley, we are almost at the same amount of total yards that Navy has, which is absolutely insane. We're going to go with read option here. I would assume they would bite on Todd Gurley again because we've run in the ball, and they will. So Mariota will get some first down yardage. Only 4. They do play very good read option defense. We only got lucky on that first read option where he broke the tackle and had nobody else with him. Other than that, the read option really hasn't been super successful. It's worked, but it hasn't been like super successful like that touchdown was. But that's going to be great blocking from the wide receivers. Mike Evans and I think Michael Thomas just made amazing blocks there. and they held their blocks, something that wide receivers in Madden just simply don't do, which is hold their blocks. That was an amazing blocking from the wide receivers on the left side there, allowing Todd Gurley to get some space, and that is going to be tremendous pressure. He got through and unblocked, basically, Will Anthony. And he will score, or he will get a tackle for loss on Todd Gurley. I think this is a better suited for read option. Do I have a read option play? I have triple option. I don't know if I like triple option. I'm going to go slants. I don't like triple option that much. Triple option freaks me out, but that's going to be Michael Thomas touchdown. Mariota with a dagger. Wow. And we go up by 10, possibly 11. That was just an absolute rocket beam. Wow. Rocket beam? Laser beam. And Will Lutz will send us up by 11. Mariota just cocked back and just chucked it. I think Nebraska's losing that game. 2:37 to go in the third quarter. We scored on our first drive of the half. Will Navy do the same? They're coming off of a drive where they got a field goal. But we can't forget we have to make our adjustments again. We have to go to zone coverage, be aggressive, and we have to go to aggressive on the thing, aggressive here. Focus on the quarterback. Aggressive on the QB contain. Yeah, we have to be aggressive on everything. We have to go back to our option defense, because I'm assuming they're going to go back to their option offense. It's been working for them for the most part, and there it is. They give it to Swain now, not even Carson. And Swain stays on his feet. He got a first down somehow. He was just like swimming on the back of whoever that offensive lineman was, and he was just getting carried. He ends up getting a first down, maybe 11 on the carry. There is the keeper with Reynolds. That ball's a fumble. Reggie Ragland, I think it might have been Perry actually. Josh Perry, who was just in the way of Keenan Reynolds' pitch. And that ball gets bumped away, fumble, and it's second down and 21 after that. Good job, Josh Perry. There is the keeper, or it's actually the handoff to Swain. I thought it might have been, the way he was holding it, I thought he had it. Keenan Reynolds actually still had it. Reggie Ragland makes the play, and it's third down and 22. That pitch that was ended up being a fumble might actually come back and be the best thing that could have happened in this drive. The Notre Dame defense getting this crowd excited. They give it to Carson. He cuts it back to the left. Landon Collins makes the initial contact, but he doesn't break him down. And he ends up losing a yard anyway. It's 4th and 23, and that is a huge punt for this defense. Kevin Byard ended up making the big tackle. Man, I can't tell you how big that Josh Perry fumble was, forcing the fumble of Keenan Reynolds there. I don't care that we didn't get the ball because we ended up getting the ball anyway on the punt. So massive punt, or a massive fumble there that forced them back. And they were just they were behind the 8 ball the entire time after that. But now we got to continue to keep it up on offense here. We can't let off the gas because the way that Navy's been playing in that first half, they could score at any moment with a run. All they need is one open lane and Keenan Reynolds will take it to the house. He's done that already. Big 9-yard carry for Todd Gurley. He's got 175 yards. This is his day to pass Brett Hundley. If he could break our record for most rushing yards in a game by either the NCAA record or our own Notre Dame record, it would be amazing. Either way, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it is possible for Gurley to pass Brett Hundley. It might be too little too late. We still have a month to go in the season, but still. It's hard when it's a quarterback going up against a running back. Running backs just, maybe that's one of the reasons why Gurley didn't win in the first place last year, is because it's a quarterback that he's going up against. It's just so hard to beat a quarterback when you're a running back, because quarterbacks just account for so much offense in a given team. So it's so hard. You're already initially behind the 8 ball. And Marcus Mariota, forget about Todd Gurley, Marcus Mariota with a huge read option play there. And he gets 85 yards total. We will continue to run this ball down the throat of Navy. We can prove that we can play their kind of game. Now they play a little bit of like triple option offense. That's not what we do. We just do a little bit of traditional running. And 184 yards for Todd Gurley. We got to be getting close to 250 as the third quarter comes to a close. We are 5 minutes away from beating Navy. This game started out really rough, but then we were able to turn it around once I made those adjustments. I told you once we made those adjustments, we would be in a much better spot, and it turned out to be the truth. Up by 11 in the fourth quarter against a really good Navy team. Gurley gets the ball one more time, and he's able to get 3 more yards. I might have to throw this ball. That's 187, or we could go read option on third down. I mean, we are in field goal range for Will Lutz. Will Lutz does have a pretty good leg, so it's not like, but we are at a bad angle here. It's not like we would end up with no points. Will they bite on Gurley? No, they don't. Actually, they do. He overcommitted. I don't know if he bit on Todd Gurley or not, but he overcommitted with Mariota, and Mariota is able to squeeze through and get the first down. Wow, that was not what I was expecting at all. I thought they were going to easily tackle me for a loss, and we were going to have to punt or kick the field goal, but he overcommitted, and we were able to get the first down. We'll give this to Todd Gurley, and he will go clean up through, and that is a third touchdown for Todd Gurley, and it's an extra touchdown lead for the Fighting Irish. Absolutely massive. That might have been the nail in the coffin for this Navy offense. 35-17. Ooh, doggies. This is crazy. What a turn of events, man. If you would have just if you were just watching this game on TV and you saw that Navy goes up 14-0 on Notre Dame in the first quarter, you probably would flip it to another game or turn the channel or something. And then you pop back in and say, oh, how much is Notre Dame winning by now? Or how much is Navy winning by now? And then you come back and you see it's 35-17. What a wild game this has been. Let's see if we can continue to stop Keenan Reynolds here. We've only sacked him one time because he's been very elusive. I missed the tackle completely on that one. That's my fault. 13 yards. He's got 109 on the ground. I can definitely see why Keenan Reynolds is in the Heisman race. I'm going to be very happy when he leaves for the NFL or for the service, whatever he's going into after he's done at Navy. He's going to run again. He's going to get tackled initially. He was like stuck on his blocker, and he kind of had a weird thing, so it kind of ruined my hit stick attempt. But we still brought him down, so it doesn't matter. And with 4 minutes to go in the game, Navy is making a case to score another touchdown here. I've got a QB spy. It's Reggie Ragland. My QB spy needs to actually bring down the quarterback. Reggie Ragland doesn't usually miss tackles on quarterbacks, especially arm tackles on quarterbacks. But he missed that one for sure. But the QB spy is definitely going to be something that we keep, even though Ragland missed the tackle initially. We are going to have to keep a QB spy. And that's going to be Joey Bosa. Another sack. Joey Bosa is the only man that can force pressure. I'm here for it. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Joseph Bosa. And Reynolds is actually back to pass there. He wasn't initially scrambling unless we just got to him before he was going to scramble. I don't know. But he was passing. He's going to pass here, too. Oh, what a pass. Tillman doesn't drop that one. And Tillman is going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Keenan Reynolds is the all-time leader in touchdown passes for Navy now. Unbelievable. I tried to get there. I thought we did. We obviously didn't. It's going to be a keeper and a two-point conversion for Keenan Reynolds. They're down by 10. Man. That throw, they're going to go onside kick here. We have Leonard Floyd. I think that's Leonard Floyd. And we have Jamal Adams, who's actually the one to bring him down. Just dive and get down. Don't fumble the football. Don't do anything like that. 3:21 to go in the game. It's a 10-point lead for Notre Dame. And we will continue just to do the same thing we've been doing all day. Run the ball down their throat with our Heisman contender at running back. And there it is. They can't stop us. That's 350-plus offensive yards and 202 in total for Todd Gurley. So that means we've run the ball for 250 yards because Marcus Mariota has like 80 or something. So we've clearly completed that goal for the offensive line recruits, and Todd Gurley will continue to go forward. I'm not sure what the record is for rushing yards in a game. It might be like 280 yards, actually. So we might not be close for that in terms of NCAA-wise. But for our own record books, I'm not sure what it is. I know it's over 200, but I'm not sure what it is. And Gurley will not break the initial tackle. I saw some pressure coming from the linebackers and safeties, but I thought that we'd get a little bit better blocking. I was wrong, and they get tackled there. Do we go read option here on third down? If I can find it, I might have to actually pick it. Pick? So let's go with shotgun formation, read option style.
And they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
Hopefully Brett Hundley doesn't have as good of a game as Todd Gurley's had. There's the read option. It's going to work to perfection. Mariota will slide down. We get the first down. Beautiful. Works perfect. Thank you, Marcus, for doing that. And now we will just go back to the coaching suggestions and go back to just pounding the ball down their throat like we usually do. Keep giving it to Todd Gurley. Cut it inside. I tried to cut it inside, but I was denied. We might have to throw this ball one time just to kind of throw them off the scent of us just continuing to run the ball. Let's go with the tight end option here. Maybe Cooper gets open. Maybe Evans gets open. Maybe somebody gets open. I don't know. We do have somebody open. It's Amari Cooper, and he's got a blocker. That works. I'll take it. 70 yards passing through the air, 1 touchdown, 1 interception for Mariota. He hasn't needed to throw the ball. He hasn't needed to. We've been running the ball with Todd Gurley, and it's been working. Why throw it? Cut it back inside. Todd Gurley for number 4. So close. So very close to number 4. And that's the last timeout Navy will have. Down by 10 with Notre Dame at basically the 1. We're like a couple inches away from the 1 yard line. And we'll cut it to the outside. That's number 4 for Todd Gurley. And that is the game. That is the game. Todd Gurley has just won us the rivalry against Navy. Will Lutz sends it through. And it's 42-25. Or what was it? 25? Do they have 25? Yeah, they have 25. I thought they had 25. Under 2 minutes to go in the game, 158. This one's over, but we'll see what Navy's got in the bag. Are they going to continue to run the ball, or are they going to throw it? Because when they've thrown it, it's worked. I mean, Tillman or Tillery, whatever his name is over there on the side, he's Tillman. He has been coming off with a good catch. He had the other one that he dropped, which he should have caught. All right, it looks like we're going to have to make some adjustments here because they are going to throw the football now. Russell brings down Swain, so we're going to have to go back to our balanced offense here, if I can. I'm going to have to call a timeout probably because I'm not going to have enough time. And they snap it. Thank you. Okay, that works. Thank you, Keenan Reynolds, for that. And that's his first incomplete pass. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's 3rd down and 7. We are going to go with our adjustments here. We're going to go back to balanced on everything because they're going to be passing the ball. Just so we don't get beat down the field like we did with Tillman there on that last possession. You don't want that to happen. And Bosa misses the 3rd sack, but Jalen Smith is there to wrap him up for a tackle. It's 4th and 2. They're going to go for it, obviously. But I'm upset that I missed the sack with Joey Bosa. That could have been number 3. That could have been number 3. Can we stop him here? Turn him over? It's going to be a keeper, and Keenan Reynolds is shut down, and it's a turnover on downs for Navy. Wow. They went back to the well, what has been working all day, which is that same kind of option play where Reynolds goes to the right, fakes it to the running back, and keeps it himself. It's what they scored their first touchdown on, really. But this time we were ready for it. 226 yards for Todd Gurley. He has just been running and running and running. And now we are under a minute to go. We will continue to push this ball down the field with Gurley. trying to break that record, whatever it is. Whatever the running is. Or whatever the record is, I should say. There it is. I don't think anybody's going to break the records that Todd Gurley has set in his 3 years here in Notre Dame. He's obviously a senior, but he started as a sophomore when we started the series. 241 yards and 4 touchdowns. I don't know what the record is. I wish I knew what it was. But Gurley's going to continue to keep just running the football. 347 total yards on the ground. That's insane. That's so much yard. That's so many yards on the ground. This is probably going to be one of the last plays unless we get a first down here. And I was stopped because, of course I was. It's 4th and 1. Can we get one play off? I know I have a timeout. I could use it. I might have to. Yeah, I'm going to use the timeout here. 5 seconds left. It's 4th and 1. We're going to win this game, but I kind of want to get Todd Gurley another rushing touchdown. Is he going to be in the game, actually? It's going to be Derrick Henry. It's going to be Gurley. So he's got one final shot to get a touchdown here before the game ends. I guess I could call another quick timeout if I need to. Gurley, call the timeout there. 3 seconds left. It looked like I was going to score there, but the hole collapsed very quickly. So we use the other timeout. We have one left. I don't think I'm going to be able to get down in 2 seconds. I think this is going to be the final play regardless. Will it be a touchdown? It will be. Todd Gurley's got 5 touchdowns on the day for Gurley. And with 1 second left, Notre Dame seals it for a 48-25 victory, possibly 49 if Will Lutz makes this extra point. And of course he does because he's automatic. 49-25, huge come-from-behind victory against Navy. Nebraska wins against Northwestern. And we're going to squib kick this to end the game. What a massive victory at home against a good Navy team. There's the tackle, and that is going to be the game. Huge victory. Huge victory for Notre Dame. Good job, my guys. Absolutely good job. Here's the play of the game. It's going to be the Marcus Mariota read option keeper that he took for a touchdown. And we win a big game against Notre Dame. Stats on the day. Mariota didn't need to throw the ball very much. 5 for 6, 70 yards, a touchdown interception. I really thought once we threw that interception and they scored the touchdown off of it, and they went up 14-0 on us, I really thought it was over there. But we ended up making those adjustments, and we came back and we absolutely dominated. So Mariota did good. He did amazing on the ground too. Todd Gurley, speak of doing amazing, 42 attempts, 253 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Count them, 5 touchdowns. And Mariota, 11 for 101 and a touchdown himself. So no slouch by any means, and we dominated this game on the ground. The receiving, I mean, Michael Thomas did good with the catching with the touchdown, but we didn't really need anybody to do amazing there. And then defensively, Joey Bosa came up with what might have been the biggest play of the game, was that first sack that he had. Absolutely massive. We didn't pick anybody off. We didn't pick off Keenan Reynolds at all, but we did stop them from winning the game. That first drive that they had where they just walked down the field with Keenan Reynolds, once we made those adjustments, that didn't happen again, and we dominated. That huge forced fumble, by the way, with Ben Boulware to turn the ball over and get us possession back was a massive play. And then the Josh Perry fumble that they ended up getting back, but they lost like 20 yards, massive as well. So there were some big key moments in this game that helped us. Obviously, we won with a lot of luck, but we did have very good running performances from both Mariota and Todd Gurley. And we end up staying with the victory here against the rivalry, and that's a massive victory. Let's go see if Todd Gurley jumped over Brett Hundley or not in the Heisman race. All right, so next episode we will play unranked 3-win Northwestern. It should be pretty fair, straightforward, just like that Illinois game early in the season. So yeah, I would expect it to be pretty easy. 3 wins is not much this late in the season, but let's check the most important thing, and that is the Heisman watch. Unfortunately, even after 253 yards on the ground and 5 touchdowns, Todd Gurley still cannot pass what Brett Hundley did, because he had 5 total touchdowns himself. Keenan Reynolds had good enough performance to stay where he's at, and Josh Robinson moves into the top 5. Like I was saying, it's just going to be too hard for a running back to pass a quarterback. It's just going to be too hard. Brett Hundley would have to have like 2 interceptions and just have a horrible game. That's the only way that he can pass him. Although Todd Gurley does now, with that huge game that he had, 253 yards, he does lead the country in rushing yards now, which is awesome. And let's see. Let's take a look at our records because we haven't really done that. So Johnny Manziel has the record for most touchdowns in a season. That was last year, I'm assuming. Receiving, we don't have any records. Stephon Tuitt has career sacks and sacks in a game. Rushing yards in a game is 262. We were so close. We really were so close. 262. We had 253. Touchdowns in a game is 7. We had 5. Man, if we take a look at the career stats for Todd Gurley, what is the rushing yards for Gurley in his career? 4,289. 4,289. And the career rushing yards at Notre Dame is, if I could get to it. Oh, Todd Gurley might break the career rushing yard record. Wow. 43-18, and he's got 42-something. Todd Gurley is only probably less than 100 yards away. Todd Gurley, next episode, might set the record for most career rushing yards at Notre Dame. That is crazy. That's awesome, too. I love that. I love that, love that, love that. But we will take on unranked Northwestern in the next episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.